Hello everyone. Let us start with the Scratch learning session. What we would do is we would go over all the 19 lesson plans as we go along, um, and you can practice as you watch. All this will be divided into separate smaller videos. You can always take them, rewind them, keep watching them as many times as you want, and we will use this as a learning as well as a practice uh, learning material. So to start with, you must be comfortable with the Scratch interface by now. um, I'm assuming all of you must have gone to the Scratch introductory videos earlier. So this is the part where we move to the actual work. As you can see, before we do anything, it is always considered a good habit to always leave the workplace clean. And that is the reason we start with a concept of a clean slate. Now, what is a clean slate? So if you see, generally a Sketch program runs whenever we press the flag icon. But what so happens is I might have moved the cat somewhere or a sprite anywhere I want. And if I start doing anything, it will start doing that particular task from where its current position is. That may not be very ideal to us. So we always want to say that that whenever we click a flag, we always want to start from the position 0, 0. Right, so 0, 0 is the center. As you can see, it moves to the center. So this is the center position for the cat and or for the sprite, and this is the center position for the entire stage. As you must have known before, x-axis basically means towards right. So whenever we say we are incrementing the value of x-axis or we are adding a certain value to the x-axis, that means we are trying to move the sprite towards right. Similarly, negative on the x-axis means going behind. That is, if you're going towards right, then going towards left will be negative on the x-axis. Y-axis means going up. All right. Similarly, if going up is y-axis, what would be going down means? It would be negative y-axis. So always remember this relationship between positive and the negative values. Negative is exact opposite of what happens in a positive value, and we will see it repeatedly as we go along. All right, so now with this configuration done here, on flag click, go to 0, 0. Whenever we want to start, it will always start from the center. As you can see, it doesn't matter, right? This is one aspect of a clean slate. There is also another thing that might happen is probably while the program starts, or somebody might have also changed the orientation or the direction in which the sprite is facing, right? And in which case it might come to the center, but the rotation might still be wrong for a sprite. So let us also adjust that by saying we point towards 90. 90 is towards x-axis. There you go, right? So it's pointing towards 90. How do I know 90 is towards x-axis? I can click on the direction part here, and I can see 90 means forward, right? Similarly, 0 means up. You can see the value changing below, and the arrow pointer. 0 means going up, 90 means going right, right? You can use this as a reference to learn more about it. And that's exactly what we are saying, point to direction 90. So if I may change this to whatever direction, I may now change the position, and it will always come towards the center whenever we start and face towards 90. So this actually reduces lot of issues that I may come forward, I may face ahead, and it also makes it clear to reason about what we are trying to do, since we always know the sprite will always start from the center. Going forward, in case you are using pen, there is something to be careful about. Like for example, there may have been a pen down which might have occurred earlier. And what would happen is whenever we try to click the flag button, it may move, but it will move with it will move with the line drawn from that point. So you can see something like this, right? So that is not what we want. So whenever it starts, we would like to erase everything. So let's put erase all. So what happens? Oh, so it erased all the previous things, but we still have the previous line drawn, right? It draws the new line because it is moving from some old position to the center because of go to XY. Before it moves to 0, 0, it obviously clears everything. But during that point, it definitely draws something. That is not what we want. So let us also put pen up explicitly before we erase everything like this. And that clears everything for us. All right. And since most of the initial aspects that we are going to do is going to be pen down, as we start with those lessons, we'll obviously say pen down before we do anything else. So that is about the clean slate aspect. We need to remember. Please do not note this down as an algorithm. This is not an algorithm. Even the students are not expected to sort of memorize this going up and down. What they should be remembering is all the different problems that we talked about. Like, for example, the cat may start from various positions. So that is why we always say 0, 0. Then the cat may have a different rotation when it starts. So we say point towards direction 90 in order to address that. Now, if you see, this could be interchangeable. So I may say point in direction first and then go to x, x0 and y0. That is fine as well. But what you clearly see is the order matters over here. So for example, if I say erase all and pen up later, it sort of addresses my concern as well. So yeah, so the order doesn't matter over here, right? So don't try to memorize the order. Try to remember the problems, and as long as the issues are solved, it works, right? So, but remember the objective. The objective is to achieve the clean slate before we start. All right. With this, let us quickly move to the next part, which is drawing a square. Now, how do we draw a square? Before we draw something, we need to always put the pen down, right? How do we write? We put the pen down and then we move our hand. So let us use this approach and let us put the pen down. And we now need to draw lines. Square is obviously made up of 4 lines of equal lengths. So we obviously need to draw a line at this point. So how do we go about drawing it? So let us now say, in whichever direction you are currently facing, which is obviously currently is facing towards the right direction, x-axis, as we can see over here, point in direction 90. Let us move around 100 steps, right? So it moves 100 steps in this particular direction. What I'll do is I'll sort of hide the cat for some time, and you can see it has drawn 1 line. Now let us draw another line, because we need to draw 4 lines, right? Another line of 100 steps again. But the problem that happened is, as you might have seen, it just drew it afterwards, after the same line. That is not going to give me a square, right? As you can see what happened. I had this line and then it drew another line in front of it. That is not what we want. We want the line to be rotated. And that is how we would end up drawing a square. So what needs to happen here is we need to rotate the sprite in order to draw the next line. Currently, it is facing towards right. We want it to face towards the ground. So if you see, I have made this drawing over here. Let us use a protractor, and this is the square we are trying to draw. Let us use the protractor over top of it and try and see what that angle would be. So right now what is happening is cat, the sprite that you're using, it is currently a cat. It is moving towards right. It is going in this direction. And we want to rotate downwards. So if you see, try tracing it like this. And if it is rotating rightward, how much degrees should it turn by? And you can see it's coming to 90, right, for a square. So let us do that. Let us quickly turn right. As you can see, this is the shape, right? You know, it towards the right. Turn right by 90. How do we know it is 90? We can see it is 90 over here, right? If it is turning towards right, it's 90 degrees for a square, right? And what happens whenever we turn 90? Exactly, it is looking down. So if I now move by another 100 steps, it would draw that next line for me. Let me hide the sprite. And yes, it gives me that next line. What I want to do next is I want the sprite to be facing leftwards, right? So how much do I rotate it? So let us try and do the same thing here. Let us also try and rotate. Let us move this. Let me also rotate the protractor. Let me place it out over here. Exactly like this. So again, if currently if you can see, the sprite is facing downwards. So it's actually facing downwards like this. And if I want it to be facing towards left, I want to rotate it by 90 degrees, right? Again, 90 degrees. So let us rotate 90 degrees towards left. And we again move 100 steps. Why are we moving 100 steps at each time? Because it's a square. It's equal on all sides. And as we can see, we are almost there. We just need to rotate by another 90 degrees. And move by 100 steps. And we get a square. So at this point, we can consider we have already drawn a square. But just going by our good habits that we were talking about, let us always keep the cat in a position it was at the beginning. So when we started, where was it facing? It was facing towards left. Now when it ends, because of our steps, and it gives us a square, it's actually the same position. The x is 0 and y is 0, but its direction is not. So let us add another rotation. It's facing up right now. We want it to face right now towards the 90 degrees. So this is currently 0. We want it to face on a 90-degree angle. So we'll explicitly rotate it by 90 degrees. And that's it. That's our square. Right? So we have just drawn a square. As you can see, we have a square with us. So this is the code that we have that gives us a square. All right. Let us keep this aside for now, and let us draw our next shape.